On Tuesday evening, the eve of a new decade, the President of China, Xi Jinping, delivered a New Year's message. He announced that in 2019, China's GDP is expected to near 100 trillion yuan, while its per capita GDP is expected to reach 10,000 US dollars. But what else did he have to say? This is Xinhua Roundup. I'm Helen Bentley and I'm joined in the studio with Mohammed Osama and Feng Qidi. So Mohammed, it's that time of year when we'll be inundated with New Year's greetings from across the globe. What, if anything, will make Xi Jinping's speech stand out from the rest?
Hi Helen, first of all, thanks for having me again in the Beijing studios. Xi has given these New Year speeches since he was elected president, making this the 7th time he has addressed the nation and the world. For China watchers, his message gives an idea of the country's gains, pains and goals, and reveals how China intends to take on the coming year.
First up, let's talk about those GDP figures that I mentioned at the top of the show. These figures come against a backdrop of initiatives to boost growth, such as the opening of a new area in the Shanghai Free Trade Zone, the launch of a Science and Technology Innovation Board, and tax and fee reductions of over 2 trillion yuan.
Yeah, exactly, and the key word for the economy remains innovation.
And innovation is not just about figures. It's about breakthroughs too. The president pointed out, China has recorded some amazing advances in the science and technology arenas, including the historic Chang'e 4 probe, which landed on the moon's far side, and the third Long March 5, the country's largest carrier rocket successful launch, and not forgetting the polar icebreaker Xuelong 2, which set off its maiden voyage to the Antarctic.
Regarding the achievements of last year, the President did say that in 2019 we sweated and we toiled and we pressed ahead with concrete efforts for achievements. Qidi, I understand that the President had some words of encouragement for hardworking people.
Well, he gave an honorary mention to 31 firefighters who had died in the line of duty fighting a fire in Sichuan, and also to an official in Guangxi who died aged just 30. She had devoted her whole working life to helping her community. And these were just 2 examples of ordinary people who make extraordinary contributions across the country.
Yes, actually he specifically mentioned that no matter how busy he was, he will always find time to visit ordinary people in the countryside.
In fact, 2019 marks the 70th anniversary of New China. I travelled around the country to explore the moments that matter to modern China. And everywhere I went, I heard stories of people who have helped build China into what it is today. And from people to poverty alleviation, this year is going to be a big year. In what will possibly be the biggest news story to watch next year, China has vowed to lift all of its rural poor out of poverty by 2020. In 2019, at least 10 million people were lifted out of poverty, and 340 whole counties are no longer classified as impoverished. How will China achieve its goal?
In short, hard work. But we aren't afraid of rolling up our sleeves. In terms of the poverty alleviation campaign, this is what we have seen over the past 12 months. Plenty of hard work to make goals become reality.
Let's look outward now. What can we take from the message about China's relationship with other nations?
To understand this, you first need to understand the concept, championed by Xi, of the community of shared future for humankind. In a nutshell, it is a framework for nations to interact with each other for common good.
China will continue to promote the community of shared future for humankind so that it plays a part in ensuring a more prosperous and peaceful outlook for humanity.
Talking of community, China hosted diplomatic events to promote just this. These included the Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, the International Horticulture Exhibition, the Conference on Dialogue of Asian Civilizations, and the China International Import Expo.
These sorts of events help to promote China as a key player on the global stage and to strengthen relations between China and the world. In fact, China now has diplomatic relations with 180 countries. Commenting on this, the president said, "We have friends all over the world."
2019 has been a year of hard work, and looking ahead, 2020 is set to be the same, signalling that there will be no time for China to take its foot off the gas. And we will be there throughout the year to let you know how it's getting on. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.